This is my 1965 Ford F100. This thing is, for the most part, original. I really haven't done anything to it yet. This is, for the most part, the way I bought it. The only thing that I'm aware of that isn't original is it used to be 3 on the tree, but one of the previous owners obviously converted the transmission to the floor. Ignore the mess. This is actually pretty much all parts for my Ranger, but that is a video for another day. As you can see, I always thought these were really cool because this is obviously the oldest truck that I've ever owned, but these are the keys for it. I don't know if they're original, but they're definitely old keys. You got the ignition on the left. These are the lights, pull out parking lights. Then you got your headlights, and high beams are on the floor. Cigarette lighter, your windshield wipers. I believe they're functional, but I don't remember now, to be honest. No idea what that switch does. Got your choke and your blower motor, and you pull it out for heat. Nice and simple. As far as gauges go, you got fuel gauge, your voltage, oil pressure, temperature, and obviously speedometer. The speedometer does not work in this thing, but in the near future I do plan on having a different motor and trans, so I'm not going to worry about it for the moment. That's about all there is in here. No headliner, cardboard visor. The truck does look pretty sad, but for being in Wisconsin for many years, this thing's actually in pretty damn good shape. Going around to the back, again, I believe everything's original. It's kind of hard to see, but if you actually look in the bumper, it's still got the stamping from the dealership. Because here it says, can't really read what this is, but it says Ford Company. And if you go over here, it's from Jacksonville, Arkansas. So if that is the original bumper to this truck, this thing was originally purchased in Jacksonville, Arkansas. This thing actually has all of the trim for the most part. I mean, it's missing a couple pieces. You can see at some point this thing had West Coast mirrors on it and a set of original mirrors, but apparently it doesn't have one now. The other side does have one mirror on it, but that's probably, I kind of want to go back to the West Coast mirrors, especially as it does have the holes for it already. I'll just pop this off and fill in the holes. But I have big plans for this truck. Stuff that's probably not going to happen for years and years and years to come, what I actually want to do. But we'll see. If I buy myself a new house or garage or something, things may escalate quicker than I expected. But this thing is going to be tinkered on to kind of make it me, because I can't have anything stock. That's just not in my blood. But this thing does run and drive, actually, just not well, because the carburetor actually leaks. Let's see if not gonna be able to do this with one hand. After this thing runs a little bit, the carb actually starts pissing gas right down onto the exhaust manifold, so I obviously try to not run this thing long, just enough to kind of move it around the driveway. Has obviously many oil leaks. The previous owner did upgrade the ignition system. That's about all he did to it. Radiator does have a leak, so I've been running this thing with for the most part no coolant in it, just to get it moved around without spraying coolant everywhere. But I do plan on putting a V8 in here shortly, and then I have big plans later with the suspension. I plan on doing the Crown Vic suspension out of a Crown Vic cop car, specifically in 05. I already have the chassis laying here. But I'm not going to tear this whole truck apart until I have garage space to do it, because I refuse to do that job in the driveway. It's just, no, I'm not doing that. But I do have a 302 laying around that might go in here shortly. But again, that's a video for another day. Let's see if this thing fires up. This thing has not been run in, I'm going to say about a week. And again, that's just to move it a little bit. A little bit of choke. It sounds like my battery's not having it here. There we go. This thing does, I don't know if the valve seals are gone or whatever, but as you can't see it now, but a lot of times there is blue smoke coming out the tailpipe. That motor's been together a long time. I know the head's never been redone because you have to add the lead additive to the fuel. Oh, that's why you can't see the smoke coming out the exhaust, because the muffler opened up like a tin can. But again, it runs and drives, so I haven't messed with it until, because I plan on pulling this motor out anyway. Obviously just the inline six. So I just run it up and down the road every once in a while, keep her moving. But she runs good. Trans is questionable. It'll get you to where you're going, but sometimes it gets stuck in gear and makes a lot of rattly noises. But I just wanted to do a quick video before I start changing things up on here. I wanted the video of how I originally had it and how I came to ownership of it. I just threw those seats in there. I got those out of a van I bought, and then I just set those back there, so whenever I have campfires and stuff around here, I just sit in the back. Oh, this thing's moving. And back here is a surprise for the next video on this truck. Something I just picked up the other day. Apparently this wants to move on me. And we're good. Okay. But that's going to do it for this video. And you are going to see many, 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 many more videos of this vehicle to come. But they are going to be severely different than this one.